This week on First Date, once you get into stand-up, you don't date stand-ups.
Oh, really?
Well, I say that, but then
I mean,
you
like
see
Tom and
and
his
Christina.
wife? Yeah. I mean, they're miserable, right? They're so miserable. You can tell.
I was looking for you to top my story.
I can't. I don't know that anybody can top. I mean, honestly, sex in public stories, like I've never heard a better sex in public story. But certainly more than boobs.
Yeah?
But, which is not to say I don't love.
Well, get off my show.
Oh.
I'm so excited to see you tonight.
First date, baby. First date, I can't wait. First date.
Welcome to another fabulous... Are you serious?
Yeah.
I can't talk.
I have this effect.
Can you just do the intro for
Yeah.
me?
Hey, welcome to another fabulous episode of First Date. Your next guest is me, Shazam from Shazam,
Thank
Chuck
you.
from Chuck, Flynn Rider from Tangled. I also wrote a book called Radical Love. It came out last year. It's all about loving ourselves and others, radically accepting ourselves and others. Zachary Levi's here.
Oh my
in
God!
studio.
And here is your question menu for me.
Fantastic.
Thank
Great. Let
you.
me just get into this. Wouldn't that be fun?
So,
Just interviewing myself.
Jesus.
It's going to be amazing.
I don't even need to be here.
No, that's not true. Somebody's got to look hot.
Thank you. So this is
I was talking about myself, but that's fine.
God damn it.
Do it.
You know, I will take compliments wherever they may lie.
Get them.
So this is a menu. I've got appetizer questions.
Yeah.
And then I have main course questions.
Yeah, you do. And then some dessert.
I knew you knew.
Is there any amuse-bouche in there?
I have some hors d'oeuvres.
All right.
I have a few.
Okay.
Do we need a safe word?
Pineapple.
Everybody says pineapple.
I know. I don't know what it is.
Why pineapple?
I don't know. Well, listen, in Chuck, pineapple was literally written into the show as our our
so
security word.
You're trademarking it?
It's kind of, but no,
Sort
but
of.
here's the thing though. Even people who never watched Chuck, I mean, pineapple is kind of the weird random word that everybody
Literally.
chooses as the safe word. I don't know
Everyone.
why, but it's kind of great. It's great that all of our minds, it's the collective consciousness, and we all recognize that if anybody just happens to say pineapple in the throes of passion, that must mean something different.
Yeah.
Unless you really love pineapple.
Right? It's a very
Maybe that's your
sweet
kink.
fruit. Maybe it is.
Yeah, if it's your kink, you shouldn't use pineapple as your safe word.
All right. So we got pineapple as a safe word. If I've seen any red flags, I'll throw them out. Green flags too.
Sure.
Are you ready?
Let's go. Start with the apps.
Let's see here. What's your guilty pleasure?
Wait, you mean just in life or like on a date or?
This is called first.
Yes, I understand, but I mean, that's a broad, it's a swath of what's my guilty pleasure?
In life. What's your guilty pleasure?
I mean, I feel like I have many guilty pleasures. I don't know. I don't feel very guilty about my pleasures. Is that weird? Is that
No.
wrong? I don't. Like I was saying, I think I have a lot of guilty pleasures, but I really don't because I just enjoy the things that I enjoy, and I don't really
You
feel
enjoy pleasure.
guilty about them. Yeah. So none. I don't have any guilty pleasures.
No guilty pleasures.
No.
Okay. What is something that you feel like you could teach me?
I could teach you about a lot of the things I've learned in therapy.
My childhood trauma?
There you go. I can teach you all about your childhood trauma.
Damn it.
It's dark.
I bet. I know.
That's why we're here right now.
It is why we're here right now.
Yeah.
What do you wear when you go to bed?
Nothing.
Do you sleep with it cold in the room?
I sleep with it, I mean, like, cold-ish. Like, it should not, well, listen, I mean, again, per our, favorite biohackers like the Andrew Hubermans of the world, they say you're supposed to cool your body down a couple degrees in order for your body to really, like, go into the deepest rest. So, I don't know, like, I try to put the AC on, keep it around 72-ish or so, which is still not that cold. I know it's not that cold. Hear me out. But our bodies are... a 98.6 degrees. So if I got it at 72, it's keeping it nice. And I also don't like wear, like I've got like just like a sheet and like a little blanket. I'm not using a comforter unless it's the wintertime. And then I've got a little bit more of a situation.
What a program.
Yeah, it's a program indeed.
What kind of sheets do you have? Do you have like silk sheets, linen, cotton, flannel?
Wamsata. I don't know. No, isn't that a brand or like a? Isn't that a? Isn't there a thing? I'm pretty sure there's a brand called Wamsata. I don't know. I have no idea. They're like cotton sheets, but they're like high thread count, so they feel very silky.
Yeah, to probably catch your sweat in the heat of things since you're sleeping with it at 72 degrees.
What? I'm sorry. Are you living in a fucking igloo?
Absolutely.
What do you keep it at? 66?
If probably 65.
All right, so I can't stay over, is what you're saying.
I mean, you'd freeze to death.
Yeah, probably. You know what? I'll stay over, but I'll just get the comforter out, and I'll sleep with the comforter, and you can
like
just be
like a little
like a cocoon,
What do you beanbag?
like
We'll
a
make you
bean.
No,
a bean
wait,
bag? A
what
sleeping
is a
bag?
sleeping bag? You know, I have love sacks. Have you ever had a love sack?
Oh yeah, I've had a love sack.
I've got
Let me
two.
tell you. Do you?
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
White bear fur.
Why have one when you
Faux
can
fur.
have two?
Are you a cuddler?
Yeah, totally. I love cuddling, except when like just post-coital and things are hot, like your body's still like hot.
Post what?
Coital?
Coital?
Post-coital, like
Post-coital?
right after sex.
Okay.
Post-coital. Come on,
Nope,
stop it.
never heard
You're
that.
playing dumb. I know that's not real blonde.
I know it looks like I do that often.
No, like you just like, you know, if you've built up a lot of body heat from doing the nasty, like sometimes going right into cuddling is not preferable. Like let the body temp cool down a little bit, bring that shit in. But if, you know, I need just a moment. I need a moment to breathe and cool down.
All right. We're going to shift a little bit here. Since you were Shazam on Shazam and you know superheroes so well, who do you think would be the worst superhero to date? Go on a date with.
It's a really good question. And one I've never thought of before.
You don't
I don't
normally
know.
think about these things?
I mean, I think about the superheroes I'd like to be. I don't think about the superheroes I'd like to date. But I have a feling like the Hulk would probably be a little bit of an issue. It depends on which version, right? So there's the Hulk in later years that was like, he's like refined. Like he's Bruce Banner and the Hulk kind of in one. So he's acting like a normal human being inside, but he's all hulked out.
Yeah.
But if you remember from the movies, Bruce Banner would turn into Hulk and Hulk would just lose his shit.
Yeah.
So I feel like that would be tenuous. That would be a difficult date to be on because, like, you know, I don't know, all of a sudden you're at some place and the waiter fucks up the order and he's like, Hulk smash! And he just wants to go crazy. And you're like, fuck, he does this all the time. And then you're just having to pay for everything. He doesn't
time.
remember it ever.
Yeah.
And by the end of the whole escapade, he's now butt naked because he's ripped through all of his clothes. And now you're embarrassed. I don't know. That would be very difficult.
Yeah, I agree.
But that would be more difficult for you, not for me, because I'm not dating dudes. That's
fun
all.
fact.
Yeah, fun fact.
What about a female superhero? Just I
'cause
can't talk on this podcast
What about
today.
a female superhero? What a female? I don't know. They're all the female superheroes are pretty cool.
What about Wonder Woman? Like
Wonder
she might kind of
Woman?
like she's got to be a little arrogant to be called Wonder Woman.
But, I mean, Superman's called Superman, and he is humble as the day is long. And so is Wonder Woman. I think they're great. They're great characters, and they're super chill. I don't know. Black Widow, she kind of started as not a hero. She was kind of a
Catwoman.
Catwoman, but she's more of a villain, though.
I'd be allergic.
So would I.
So
that would be difficult.
I know.
Just like sneezing the whole time.
Oh,
You're like,
try to have a
this feels
conversation.
great, but also, do you have any like Zantac? No, what is it? Zyrtec. Zantac, I think.
It's okay. It's about time you
Acid
fucked up a word.
reflux. Listen, I try not to keep pharmaceutical drugs memorized in my head. Big Pharma, look out, guys. Continue.
I will move on to main course questions. What is a deal breaker for you in a relationship? Everything's going well and then this happens.
Well, like I need somebody who has their own thoughts and opinions and feelings about, I don't know, everything. Like, I need somebody who thinks about shit. I've been in relationships with wonderful girls, but when it comes to unpacking big ideas or even small ideas, you're like, hey, what do you think of that? And they're like, I don't know.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, well, kind of. And but that's a lot of like oh, what's the term I'm looking for? Codependency. Which is not good. You do not want to be in a relationship with someone who's codependent. Because they really are just kind of taking on all that you are and all that you believe and all that you desire and all that you see. And that just becomes a really kind of fucking boring echo chamber. And I don't want anything to do with that. Also, anyone who carries themselves in any arrogance whatsoever, like that is just not,
It's a turn off.
That's not it. Yeah. It's a huge turn off. Like, I think because that's an immediate indicator that they're actually not confident, that they are compensating for that. So, you know, I think those things are pretty big red flags.
Yeah.
You know, but also, I don't know, the codependent thing, sometimes that takes a minute to figure out. But arrogance rears its ugly head almost immediately. It's like how somebody treats a waiter at a restaurant, or how
Yeah.
they, talk about anybody. Or
I feel like that's always the easiest way to tell how someone's attitude is towards other people is at
Yeah.
a restaurant.
how do they treat wait
Towards-
staff?
Oh,
Yeah, it's huge.
yeah.
It's huge. Or really just anybody in general, a fucking Uber driver, or, I don't know, pick your job, pick your vocation that they're just trying to get through their day and do the best they can. And it's, it's entitlement. If I ever meet somebody who just walks with an air of entitlement, I'm like, get the fuck away from me, because you clearly don't understand how blessed you are. You clearly don't understand how lucky you are that you are even in the position you're in life, where you're not that person, where you're not the teller at the bank, you're not the Uber driver, you're not the host at the restaurant. Like, that you get to be the person on the other side of that, enjoying whatever services they're providing.
Yeah.
Humble yourself. Like,
For real.
yeah, it's super important.
Do you ever get jealous, or do you get jealous easily?
No, I don't think so. No, because I'm not trying to be with anybody who, if I'm with somebody and I'm jealous, it's because I don't trust them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a bigger thing. You know?
Like, what's the root of that?
Exactly. If I'm with a girl and she's talking to a guy, like, again, not like talking to them like trying to date them, but I don't know, I'm dating a girl and we're at some party and she happens to be chatting up somebody or whatever, it really comes down to, do I trust her? If I trust her, then I know there's nothing in that exchange. If I don't trust her, then I start feeling, oh God, what's going on? Is she talking to him? Because, like, but that's just really insecurity on my own part. So I feel like I've done a lot of work on myself. When I was younger, before I had any idea or semblance of who the fuck I was, certainly I was in relationships where I felt more threatened or jealous, but it's been a long, long, long time since then. Anyway. Yeah.
Ladies, summer is the worst time to suffer with an uncomfortable bra. Thankfully, Honeylove has revolutionized the bra game. Honeylove's bras feature supportive bonding that eliminates the need for underwire without sacrificing lift. Plus, they're made with fabric that's so soft, it feels like a second skin. You'll immediately feel and see the difference. It's so next level comfortable. You'll forget you're even wearing it. For a limited time only, you can get Honeylove on sale. Get 20% off your entire order with our exclusive link, honeylove.com/date. Show your support and check them out at honeylove.com/date. Honeylove's bras are so comfortable that I even wear mine to bed. Coming from a girl with double D's, it's important to me to not just be flopping around in bed. So I like to wear a really comfortable sports bra, and Honeylove has it figured out. Honeylove has you covered for the everyday look, workouts, weddings, and more. Honeys, you need this in your life. You've earned it. Treat yourself to the best shapewear on the market and save 20% off at honeylove.com/date. Use our exclusive link to get 20% off honeylove.com/date. Cinched, snatched, and lifted. It's hot girl season, thanks to Honeylove. ZBiotics pre-alcohol probiotic is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after a night of drinking. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It's this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next day. ZBiotics produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. It's designed to work like your liver, but in your gut, where you need it the most. Just remember to drink ZBiotics before drinking alcohol, and drink responsibly. And then get a good night's sleep to feel your best tomorrow. This Halloween, pair your candy with cocktails with ZBiotics to avoid a spooky next morning. Go to zbiotics.com/date to get your 15% off your first order when you use code DATE at checkout. You can also sign up for a subscription using my code, so you can stay prepared no matter what time or occasion. ZBiotics is backed with a 100% money-back guarantee. So if you're unsatisfied for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. Remember to head to zbiotics.com/date and use the code DATE at checkout for 15% off. Thank you, ZBiotics, for sponsoring this episode. Do you think you have a type?
Do I have a type? I don't know.
Are you into boobs or butt?
Oh, butt certainly more than boobs.
Yeah?
But which is not to say I don't love.
Well, get off my show.
Oh, but you have a nice both.
Thanks.
What are you talking about?
You haven't even seen my butt. I've been walking
What are you
towards
talking
you the whole time.
I've been walking towards you, not away from you. How would you know?
I haven't said bye.
First of all, you walked in here and sat down, and obviously I saw your butt. Also, I've seen your Instagram, so how could I not have seen your butt? Jesus Christ. Your ass and tits are all over your Instagram. But no, like, here's the thing. Hear me out.
You just got me huge hits on my Instagram page, by the way.
Yeah, there you go. Check out this fucking hoe's Instagram, guys. Unbelievable. TNA for days. Clickbait. No, listen, the reason...
Star that moment.
The reason
That's also
why...
a red flag.
Red flag. The reason why... By the way, it is a little bit of a red flag. Just saying, thirst trappy. The reason why if given the choice between butt and boobs, the reason why I will lean toward butt is because I think that butt is, more often than not, is something that is not just like a given genetic blessing. And it's more of an indication that a girl takes care of herself, that she works out, that she's healthy, that she's fit, right? You can have a very nice set of boobs that God gave you and you did nothing to earn, and or a doctor gave you and you paid for them. So, but either way, it's not that I don't appreciate them, because I do. But if you're giving me the one or the other, I'm going to go with butt.
Yeah. I grew mine.
There you go.
Not that you care. But I just, fun fact. I've had some really nice girls ask me, like, where did you get your boobs done? And it's always such a fun compliment, because I'm like, oh. Well, I grew them myself.
As a matter of fact. Homegrown.
On the farm. So you've dated a comedian in Miss Maisel. Would you ever date a comic in real life?
Are you asking me out?
You're on my show.
Yeah. So yeah, of course. I'm trying to think if I've dated a comedian before. Listen, I'm definitely not opposed to it, even though you guys are super fucked up. Talk about darkness. No, listen, I'm a massive fan of stand-up comedy. In fact, I've done stand-up before, about 20 years ago. When I first started in Hollywood, I was working on a show, and one of the other actors on the show was a stand-up, and they really believed in me, and they basically kidnapped me one night. They said, you should work on like 5 minutes, like 5 to 10 minutes. And I was like, okay. And then they kidnapped me and took me to Irvine to some like random open mic. And then I started doing comedy for about a year. And it was always good. It was never great. I never bombed. And because I never fully bombed, I got to, like, after doing, I don't know, like a dozen, or not even a dozen, probably half a dozen, like, appearances over the course of that 6 months to a year. I was like, all right, I'm going to quit while I'm ahead. But the truth is, I was terrified of bombing, and also I was 22 years old, and I didn't have enough like life experience to really have a point of view. I didn't like. Comedy is only to me, it's only as good as that comic's ability to see real life and comment on it in their specific funny way, right?
Yeah.
And I did not have enough life experience, and I knew it. I knew it at that time. So I say all that to say, I'll probably get back into stand-up at some point, which means it would be very hypocritical of me to be like, no, I'm not going to date a comic.
Well, once you get into stand-up, you don't date stand-ups.
Oh, really?
I mean,
Ever?
well, I say that, but then you
like
see
Tom and
and
his
Christina.
wife. Yeah, I mean they're
like,
miserable, right? They're so miserable. You can tell. No, they're wonderful. They're both fucking hysterical and successful, and building a whole empire together. So like, I don't know. I do not discriminate just because somebody's a comic.
Yeah.
It really does come down to what is their soul about, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel about open relationships? Do you think they work?
I don't know. I've never been in an open relationship. Here's the thing. Now more than ever, holy crap. I mean, Austin, LA, New York, it's like polyamory's everywhere. Everyone wants to be in an open relationship. And I have friends who are in them, who are stoked, who think this is the way. And I have friends that have been in them, and it was one of the most miserable experiences of their life. I don't know. Again, it's this. It just kind of depends on what lens you're looking through, and what it is you're trying. I think what life you're trying to go and live in your life.
Have you ever had sex in public, like in a crazy public place? Public could be outdoors, back of a truck. I've had sex at Disneyland.
What? Please explain.
I just did that so you felt comfortable.
Oh, no, I need to hear the story. Listen, I've had sex on a beach and more than just a drink. So I guess that's public.
Sex
but it was
on a
like
beach with the sand didn't get in your way?
I mean,
You had a big beach towel?
we had a big towel.
Like on a cabana?
No cabana, no. It was just like straight up on the beach. There was definitely a little chafing involved. In a car.
High school?
Yeah, or just out of high school.
Yeah. I feel like everyone did that.
Yeah.
That was your safe space.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna lie. I always had a dream of having sex on the People Mover in Disneyland. I was like, that would be a lot of fun.
I had sex on Pirates of the Caribbean.
Stop it!
I did. I didn't, but I was so naive at the time.
How old were you?
Like 8. No. Not 18 or 19.
Yo ho!
I was
Yo ho! A pirate's life for this bitch. That's what's up.
I swabbed the deck.
Oh, yes, you did.
I
Wait,
did.
hold on. Wait, I got to know all these details. You were 18 years old.
18 or 19. I can't
18 or
remember.
19.
Yeah.
You're at Disneyland, Pirates of the Caribbean. At what point in the ride did you guys initiate?
Well, we had ridden the ride earlier that day.
Okay.
And we were like...
And looking
this
for
is gonna
cameras?
piss- By the way, this is also how I lost my virginity.
This? What? You lost your virginity on Pirates of the Caribbean?
Shazam!
Come on. Hold on a sec. So you wrote it earlier in the day. Were you guys like looking for cameras to make sure that nobody could see
No,
anything?
that's what I'm saying. I didn't even think that there were going to be cameras. I thought that this was like... Because I wanted to go out with a bang, you know? And
Clearly. You mean go in with a bang. You're not going out. This is number one. This was the first...
had to be
Yeah.
a special moment for
Okay.
me. So I get on this ride. We go all the way around the thing. And we get off. And I'm like, I think that is like where we should do it.
I love that, like, other girls are thinking, like, in a park, on a blanket, with a picnic, and all of these
I'm like-
romantic gestures. You're like, I want fucking
on a
skeletons.
boat.
I'm on a boat with skeletons with swords driven through them. Okay, so you get back on the ride.
So then we go back later that night at like 8:30. We get back on the ride.
Right.
We get our own boat.
Okay.
Because, they have all the little...
Yeah,
like, you
yeah.
can go, so we get our own boat.
You got your own boat because there were very few people going on the ride.
That's right.
Okay.
End of the night. So we go on the boat.
Oh my God. Okay.
And then-
where in the boat were you sitting? The back,
On
the
the
front?
back.
In the back. Okay.
Yeah. And the boat starts going, and I just unbuttoned my shorts, and I sat on his lap for like the whole ride.
Reverse cowgirl?
It was reverse cowgirl.
Okay.
And then the
Oh my God, this is insane.
Somewhere out in the world is a videotape of this.
Maybe. I don't know.
They probably deleted it.
Or
by
they took
this
it home with
point.
them and they're part of their personal spank bank. Who knows?
Oh God.
Wait, so you guys have sex, and at what point? Did you like initiate like right out of the go?
Oh, so as soon as it went into like the first little cave, turn the corner that no one could see us.
Okay.
So
you go down the first hill.
And
the
then-
skeleton's talking to, oh,
yeah,
ye who
the
go
dog
beyond
with
here.
the
You're like, yeah,
keys. Yeah, I'm
unzipping
like,
your pants. Yeah, totally
yeah.
skeleton face. And then you go down the hill, and now you're in the cave, and then you immediately jump up on his lap.
Yeah.
And then how long does it last?
The whole time, like until the thing ends.
Wait. Like all the way till
The end.
There's a whole other drop in that ride.
Well, I mean, there's also a restaurant.
Well, no, you were past the restaurant. The restaurant's only in the beginning. The Blue Bayou. That's in the very beginning. You get on the boat. You trust me. I love me some D-Land. Although
I have been banned from Disneyland.
clearly
since
not
this.
for this. What did you get banned for?
I got banned for this. I haven't gone back.
Wait. So they knew you guys did it?
We got caught.
What?
So the ride ends, and as our boat docks, there's a cleanup crew. And the guy's holding a mop, another guy's holding Windex and paper towels. And
Oh my
they
God.
made me clean the boat. And then they took me into Disney prison.
Disney jail.
Disney jail.
You went to Disney jail
And they
for
took my
fucking on
picture.
Pirates of the Caribbean. And you've been banned ever since?
And I'm banned from Disneyland.
Oh my God, that's so sad. It's the happiest place on earth.
Yeah, it's now the only place I can't go on Earth.
Can you go to Disney World, or is it like
I'm
a
sure I
worldwide
could.
ban? You've never even tried.
I haven't.
I mean, they might have. It might be like there might be a mugshot of you, 18-year-old you. Like, look out for this bitch. She, don't let her in this park either.
definitely
You could
a
try to go to
mugshot.
like Tokyo Disney, and they're like, no, sorry, no, we know what you did.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's impressive and also sad.
well, I was looking for you to top my story.
I can't. I don't know that anybody can top. I mean, honestly, sex in public stories, like I've never heard a better sex in public story.
Well, then, hey, that's a compliment. I'll take it.
There you go.
All right.
All right.
I'll ask you one more of my main course questions. Do you?
We're almost done with the main course. Jeez Louise.
I know
All
this
right.
is only a 30-minute podcast.
Is it really?
I know. Chug your coffee.
Jesus.
How? If let's say that your significant other is gaining weight, how do you tell them they're getting fat?
Delicately. No, I don't know. I mean, I guess I would just be like, well, first and foremost, I think what I would try to do is just be, I don't know, conscientious of where they're at in their life and if they're going through stuff and,
You're
like,
so loving.
isn't that what we're all supposed to be?
Yeah.
If we're all that more, the world would be a lot better, I think. Which is also not to say that sometimes we don't need to throw some smack down, because some people are just, needing
Yeah.
a good smack. But to me, that's hopefully an extension of love. Like, hey, wake the fuck up. You're being an asshole, But also you're still deserving of love, but sometimes you need to get smacked. Like, as a kid, like, I don't know. I mean, I know that there's a lot of like more new age kind of concepts about spanking your kids or not spanking your kids or whatever. Listen, as a kid, I fucking hated it. Obviously, my mom broke multiple wooden spoons on my ass. But in hindsight, I'm grateful for it because it actually kept me from doing some stupid shit that a kid doesn't understand. In that same vein, I think sometimes we need to course correct people, but it should still always be done in love. When it comes to a significant other, I don't know, letting themselves go and not taking care of themselves, I think that's where you need to start there. You need to go and be like, hey, are you loving yourself? It doesn't seem, if in fact they were healthy and happy and fit and whatever they were before, and now they're not, there's a root thing in there. And so just, coming at somebody and be like, yeah, you're fat. Like, obviously that's not going to help the situation, So you got to come into it from more of a place of empathy and being like, hey, but also, if you're with somebody, why are you waiting until they've like fully let themselves go? Why don't you should both be in each other's lives on a regular basis and encouraging each other to be healthy. So I would hope that I'm not even getting to that place where it's like, hey, yo,
Great
what
answer.
happened? You know what I mean?
Yikes. You just wake up one morning and you're like,
Yeah.
Would you consider yourself romantic?
Oh yeah, very.
So my dessert question for you. What is the sweetest thing you've ever done for a partner?
What's the sweetest thing? Just been there. I'm the best. So me just showing up is sweet enough. I don't know. What is the sweetest thing I've done for somebody? That's a really good question. I mean, the truth is, I haven't really been in that many relationships. Like,
Really?
No.
What's the longest relationship you've ever been in?
Like off and on for 5 years, but it was off and on.
How do you know when a relationship is over?
Are they ever? No, I don't know. Well, I mean, look, clearly there are things that are the ends of relationships. Like if somebody cheats on somebody or is, has clearly lost their mind or is abusive or something like that, which for some people is still not an indicator enough because people stay in abusive relationships. But listen, way back in the day, I was a hopeless romantic. I would surprise my girlfriends with flowers and presents and, show up at their work and stuff. But
that's a red flag.
it's a red. Yeah, it was. No, seriously. It was. I was love bombing them and I didn't realize that I was. And I was love bombing them because I didn't love myself. And I didn't realize that I needed their love. And so I was trying to be what I was hoping they would be for me. But also, I don't think I even really understood what love was until about 6 years ago when I had a complete mental breakdown, which is why I wrote my book. I mean, that was the book is all about me I literally moved to Austin 6 years ago with all these big dreams of building this movie studio, living community, bought all this land out east of town and had a total mental breakdown and didn't realize that I basically had been going for 37 years of life and I didn't even know what it meant to love myself. So all of the love that I thought that I felt for all of these girls in the past, certainly some of that was real love, but a lot of that was a deep insecurity or desire to be loved. And so I think a lot of people do that. In an attempt to try to feel love ourselves, we will go and love bomb. We will go and give all this love to somebody because we're trying to somehow instigate the reciprocity of that. And so I did that a lot when I was younger. And shocker, didn't work.
Yeah.
I would date a girl for like 4 months and they're like, deuces, like can't handle it. And it would devastate me. I'd be so wrecked. But I knew deep down, like I've always been somebody who deeply loves. Like I know, like one of my purposes on this earth is to go and love people, like legitimately.
So what's the difference between how you used to love and how you love now?
Well, I think what it means to love now is it has to start with you. You have got to love yourself first. Otherwise you're it's a semblance of it's a version of love, but it doesn't have healthy boundaries in it. And healthy boundaries are absolutely necessary to love someone in a healthy way. So what love feels like now is far less of this romantic, like, oh my God, that kind of thing. Although I don't know. I mean, maybe I just haven't met that. I've been still trying to wait. I mean, I don't know. I would love to find whoever my ride or die is. I don't know.
Big booty bitch.
Big booty bitch. Thick with 3 C's, y'all. Like, what are we even talking about? But yeah, I think that when I do, then there'll definitely be a much more of like more of an inclination to want to go and kind of be that extra romantic or not love bomb, but like do things similar-ish or whatever. But they'll be much more measured and much more, I don't know, rational, much more adult, much more not acting out of my own insecurity or need for love, but rather simply like, I just fucking love this girl. I just love her. And I want to be able to be there for her and show up for her and vice versa,
Yeah. So let's recap your red flags.
Entitlement arrogance, unawareness. That's another one. I think people that are just like unaware, I can't handle. But I think that also kind of goes along with entitlement. People who are entitled don't feel like they need to be aware of other people's needs or what's going on.
Yeah.
Also, if you don't have a sense of humor, out. What else? I don't know. Like those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what do you think your red flags are?
Like what people need to look out for in me?
Yeah.
I don't know. They're all a little maroon, really.
Shades of pink.
Shades of pink. Like a hot pink. Hot pink flag.
You shout out whores' Instagrams.
Yeah. Is that a red flag? I feel like I'm doing the world a service. That's a service. I'm telling everybody, look out for fucking yo-hos over here. Look out. If your bitch been banned from Disneyland, you know you got a problem. No, I don't know. What are my red flags? Listen, I'm still definitely working on me, no doubt.
Which is a green flag. That's such a positive thing.
Yeah, it's a green flag. I probably the biggest red flag for me is that I am never in one place longer than a couple of weeks right now. Like my life has me bouncing around and traveling everywhere, and that's very difficult to like. Even if you find somebody who's great, how do you then consistently woo them, date them, have any kind of normalcy at all? I mean, that's part of the reason why I wanted to build a movie studio in my backyard, because I'm so sick of getting shipped all over the world to go do these jobs. And every time I do, it's like, peace, see you when I see you.
Yeah.
Like it's not healthy. It's not good. You can't, not only can you not build a relationship with someone special, you can't build a community. So I don't know. So yeah, a red flag if, if a girl's looking at me, it's like, hey, I'm not going to be around much long.
You sound a lot more positive than negative.
I hope so.
I'd have you back on a second date.
I like that.
Definitely.
All right.
Well, check out your book. Where can people find you?
At Zachary Levi on Instagram and on Twitter. I have no other social media.
Thank you for coming on my show.
Thanks. I had a great first date.
We'll see you next time.
First date, baby.
Are you really drinking a glass of milk with dinner?
First date, I can't wait.
You told your mom about me?
Just say you're ready.
Delete my number.
First date.
Your parents are your roommates?
First date.
I'm so excited to see you tonight.
First date, baby. First date, I can't wait. First date.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of First Date. My guest today is a very funny comedian. You can check out her show, Dumpster Fire. Give it up for Bridget Fedese.
Hi.
Did I say your last name right?
Yes.
Okay, man, I'm my thing on this show is just can't pronounce names.
Yeah, I get it.
It's been the worst for me.
Has your mom brain kicked in yet?
Oh my goodness.
It kicks in early.
Yeah, I think my mom brain kicked in when I was like 13.
You're like, I've had mom brain my whole life.
Yeah, I mean, they're like, oh, your brain shrinks. I'm like, great.
Yeah, I don't need
All I needed was a smaller brain. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. When did you get into Austin?
We got here almost 2 years ago. Exactly. It's like, it'll be 2 years in April.
Do you like it?
I love it. I always had a weird feeling I would end up here. When I was in LA and I would get back when I used to drink, I don't drink anymore. I would get really drunk and frustrated, and I'd be like, I'm moving to Austin, and I'm starting a band, like just hammered.
Have you started the band?
No, I mean, I was still in my 20s then, so I think that pipe dream has left the station. I do feel like I miss my calling as a rock star, but it's a little late for that.
Are you a singer?
I was a singer, yeah.
Man, that's cool. It must be awesome to be able to sing.
I love it so much. And I wrote a lot of stuff. That's like my dirtiest secret, I guess, is that I just write lyrics, but they're just for me. Because I write for, I wrote for Playboy. I have a column for Spectator now, and it's a lot of public writing. And so I just now keep like that stuff for me.
Yeah.
It's like mine.
Yeah. I wrote a book of poetry one time.
It's kind of the same.
I thought that it was going to be the next Shakespearean literature piece. And
I ended up going to the Venice Beach boardwalk. I lived in California, and I like reserved a space, and I like set out all the books of poetry. It was just one book, but like a bunch of the same copy.
Yeah.
And I ordered like 500 copies because I thought I was gonna sell out. I like spent all the money that I had available on my credit card at the time, and I was like, this is going to be a huge hit. Everyone in Venice is going to want this book of poetry. I sold one copy, and it was a petty sale to like a skateboarding kid that was like going by.
It's like a white girl version of a mixtape.
It was so sad, and that was the last time I ever really wrote anything.
We have a lot more in common than I realized already, because I started my company Fantasy, which was the name of my company, and then it was right around the time of social media, so I kind of took that as my last name because I was sketched out by social media and also just for branding purposes. And then I started a greeting card company, printed all these greeting cards and all these T-shirts. And I was like, this is going to be it. No business plan. I was 27 years old. No, nothing. Just went balls in, put it all on my credit card, went bankrupt. By the like had to declare bankruptcy. But I would walk up and down the beach. So I printed all this stuff, started my website. It was actually almost 19 years ago to the day, and the first iteration of this. And I was like, well, I'm not going to sit here and wait for people to come to me. I'm going to take my brand on tour. I'm a one-woman brand. So I got in my car with my cousin, and we went and drove to Miami, and I sold T-shirts walking up and down the beach. By the way, I have a lot of respect for anyone who does that after doing it. It's fucking, can I swear? It's exhausting. It is exhausting. And I still have all those greeting cards. I still have a lot of those T-shirts. I printed like hundreds of, it's so embarrassing.
I still have 499 copies of my poetry
I want
book.
one. No, I want one. You have to give me one. I'll buy one from you.
I have a duffel bag, and like it's in the duffel bag are like 499 books.
I don't know if you're old enough to remember the Girls Gone Wild stuff. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I was so I printed all of these T-shirts. They were like little spaghetti strap tank tops that just said "Daddy would be proud," because and I was like, these are going to be freaking huge for the spring break girls, because everybody was like lifting up their shirts, and I had it done in the Girls Gone Wild font, and they're really cute, and I sold probably like 10.
Damn. I hate it when that happens. Yeah, I lost my my business venture after that. I was like, okay, I'm never going to be able to sell anything. That was the end of my merch days.
I still haven't given up. I'm still going to make these effing greeting cards. I will not give up on that dream.
I've had some people ask me when I tell them that I wrote a book of poetry, and they're like, I want one. And I'm like,
buying one.
You don't want one. They're not that good.
Maybe.
I mean, now it's just like nostalgia.
Yeah.
And if I actually sold 499 of them, I'd be really sad that they were all gone.
Yeah. But you could keep like 10.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like they'd be like great in the bathroom, you know, if you're just like taking a shit and you have nothing else to do. Read a shitty poem.
Yeah, I guess if you like don't have your phone for some reason.
Yeah, that would never happen.
Here are some appetizer questions.
So you're married.
I am married.
How'd you meet your husband?
We met in recovery.
Okay. Where, which state?
We were in California.
Okay.
In Los Angeles.
Can I ask what you were recovering from?
I mean, what wasn't would probably be easier.
Really?
Like, everything. I've recovered from everything except for coffee. That's my last drug. I'm not giving up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we met in 12-step in the rooms, and at the time it was really just like alcohol, weed, and like drugs, but not heroin. I gave up heroin when I was like 20.
That's good.
So I recovered. Yeah. It is good because now it has fentanyl
I wasn't
in it.
trying to be super sarcastic. It's
No.
just that's such a young age to be addicted to heroin.
I know. But you used to be able to do it for a long time, and like I've been joking on stage. I'm like, I could do you could do drugs for decades, and hardly anyone would die. And now with fentanyl, it's like I'd be dead. Yeah. So not as long of a shelf life as a drug addict.
Yeah.
As you
Now
used
it's
to.
like Russian roulette. You know, it's
Even
like
Coke.
Yeah. You have no idea.
No, I joke about this too, even though it's dark. I'm like, you'll go to a bachelor party and Jim will die, you know? And like,
Sure, yeah. It's sad.
It's sad, but this is why we have, you know, this is why Trump is shutting down the borders.
Yeah, seriously. It's
So
like
Jim doesn't die at the
so drugs
bachelor
can
party.
make a comeback.
I was joking to him, like, this should be RFK Jr.'s like primary platform. Like,
Yeah.
I need to get the fentanyl out of the cocaine and heroin.
Yeah, so we
need to
can have
make it-
McDonald's and real Coke.
We need
You
to
know?
make it pure again.
Seriously.
Beef tallow fries and,
and
pure
red
heroin.
Skittles out of here.
Red Skittles, get out.
Go. You're gone.
Red is the best though. Yeah. So I kind of told myself I didn't have a problem because I was like, well, it was clearly the heroin. That was the problem.
I mean, that is the hardest drug.
Yeah, I guess.
What's harder than heroin?
I mean, I guess my husband and I would probably have like a drug off because he was more meth head. So, and I by standards of junkie pride standards, I was not an intravenous drug user. So I was like a pussy heroin addict. And so it's funny to me that even at rock bottom, like people compete to be the best. Isn't that
what
weird?
attracted you to a meth head at the time?
I mean,
You're like, oh, he's trying to be better.
no, he was, and I don't think he was recovering from meth at that time. He's a lot like me. Like it was like we both had drugs in the younger days, and then realized we kind of had to quit everything. So, like I'm Irish Catholic, and so alcoholism, I didn't know that was like a real thing. It was just the way everyone was.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't like I moved to California. I was like, oh, you guys all drink like pussies out here on the West Coast.
They're like, you have a
And
problem.
they're like, you have a problem, yeah. But I eventually, I mean, I did because I was in recovery so young, I was like, never going back there again. And then I did everything in my power to avoid. I was like, I'm going to be a yoga instructor. I'm going to go do like.
which is the whitest way to give up.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if. Who among us hasn't
Anytime
become
I meet a yoga instructor, I'm just like, okay,
Yeah,
what have you been through?
a lot. Usually
That's like a
lot
hardcore sign of some crazy trauma.
of trauma. So true. Yeah.
So you guys both. So did you ever relapse?
No, I mean, not in this sobriety. So,
That's awesome.
yeah, it's
I feel like
been-
that's way more rare.
When was it? 11 years in October.
Congratulations.
It was. Yes, thank you. I
That's
don't know.
awesome.
It's good. It's crazy that I haven't had like a hangover in that long or smoked weed or anything, because I think weed was my true love
Yeah.
of all of them, all of the drugs.
Wild.
Yeah.
Have you been with your husband ever since you met him in
No.
rehab?
We weren't in rehab. We were just in the rooms, like of recovery. So it wasn't like we were in recovery. I say that meaning like in 12-step programs.
I
is
don't.
where
I
we
guess
met.
I don't know.
Rehab is like a place, and 12-step programs just occur at many places.
Oh, okay.
So we met in in a meeting, like a 12-step meeting.
Okay. And how long ago was that?
That was, well, the first time we got together, he was pretty new into recovery, and I don't even know if he's like 90 days. So that's a big no-no in 12-step. It's
I can imagine.
But it usually goes the other way where the man is the predator, but in this instance, it was me. And we kind of it was like fire right away. We just hit it off, and I was worried that it would end badly, as these things normally do when someone's new. I took a year of like no dating, almost a year, when I got sober. And so I wanted him to have that same time to like be with himself and be uncomfortable, and you can kind of make another person your higher power if you get together in early sobriety. So we were together like 5 months and then broke up, and then we got back together like 15 months later. I was like, let's get coffee. I wanted to start going back to the meeting that I had kind of abandoned so that he could have it. And we got coffee, and he like put himself through a montage in this time, by the way. Went back to school, started working out, grew a beard. I was like, it was truly like a transformation. I'm like, you did need that time. It was a transformation, and he was still the person I fell in love with. And then we were just back together, and that was in 2018. We just celebrated our 4-year anniversary and 5 years being back together. So, or maybe longer than that. So we ended up getting married, and then COVID hit. So right after we got back together, shortly thereafter, we were pretty much locked down together, and it was a good way to see if that was like, can we do this? And then he proposed in like the winter of 2019, and then we got married in November of 2020.
We're going to get into some main course questions now.
How did he propose?
Oh, it was I was like, I do not want anything. I want it to be, if you ever propose, I don't want it to be anything fancy. I want it to be when we're doing something that we do every day and we love doing. And he gets me coffee every morning.
Takes you back to the 12-step program.
Yeah. gets on and gets down on one knee. Yeah, he makes me coffee every morning and brings it to me. So I rolled over and he had a ring and coffee and
wow.
Yeah, it was very much like that's our time together. Well, it was before I had a child, and that was our time together, and so it was very romantic to me. It was like ours.
Well, he did it in a way that he knew was really for you.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, it was nice.
And
it's very sweet.
So how did you guys start dating? What would you guys do for fun on dates?
I mean, we were locked down. We were dating a little.
Oh, that's true, because most of it was COVID.
Yeah, so a lot of it was. So we would go on walks. When it wasn't COVID, we went out to dinner in Malibu. That was kind of our first real date back. And then we would, I don't know, I'm tough because I'm always working. So when we would go on dates, I felt like it was a lot of just like going on walks, going to the beach, going to a 12-step meeting, even super hot. And yeah, going out to dinner. We went to some like really nice dinners. I would love food. I'm like like
same.
Yeah. Good food and foodie stuff. We would go to, I don't know, and then we were all locked down.
Your hair is so much more than what you see when you look in the mirror. From stress and nutrition to hormones to lifestyle, so many internal factors affect what you see on the outside. With Nutrafol's science-backed whole body approach, nourish growth from within and achieve your best hair yet. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist-recommended hair growth supplement brand, trusted by over 1.5 million people. See thicker, stronger, faster-growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. I absolutely love Nutrafol because I used it a year before I got pregnant, and it helped my hair grow out of a really damaged place. And they also have a postpartum Nutrafol pill, which I can't wait to start taking as well. Start your hair growth journey with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month's subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code DATE. Find out why over 4,500 healthcare professionals and stylists recommend Nutrafol for healthier hair. Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code DATE. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code DATE. What does he do?
He's a therapist.
Oh my God, like what kind of a therapist?
Marriage and family.
I feel like that. Is it hard to be with someone who thinks that they know how to coach someone through marriage? And
he's good about about compartmentalizing.
Oh, good.
So he's an excellent communicator, which is great for our marriage. And I feel like we have a lot of it's very easy to have those conversations because he has training in having those conversations.
Right.
But any hard ones, he's like an excellent communicator, which I feel like in the past has not been always the case. But he doesn't like therapize me. Even if I push him to try and therapize me, he's like, we're not doing this, Bridget. You know, like, I'm not going to, I'll be like, why do you think I do it? You know, it's like,
I would be doing the same thing. It's like if I was with a chiropractor, I'd be like, can I get an adjustment? Like every day.
Yeah.
I would always try to take advantage of what my husband did. My boyfriend owns a barbecue restaurant. So I would be eating usually his barbecue every day, but I don't really like barbecue.
That's good.
So I just take all my friends there. I'm like, anyone that wants to go, I'm like, I have a hookup.
Yeah. You're like, I know people.
Yeah. If you want some barbecue, LMK.
Yeah. So he's good about that because that could be annoying.
Yeah. That's great. That's why I was like, whoa. So what's your dating history like?
I mean, do you have like 7 hours? It's not great.
Bad dates?
Not bad dates. I was just a wild slut. You know, I was just like, I really was. I don't know. There's no real way to couch that.
Were you so when you were making music, what kind of music was it?
I was not really making music. I was just always singing. I was trying to be a writer and then got dared to do stand-up comedy and then started doing that. And I always wanted to be like sell a show. So I've written like lots of scripts and stuff like that. And then I stumbled into the culture wars and now I'm fucked.
I feel like music, like the kind of music that you like is sort of a reflection on the kinds of people that you date, right? Like if you really like country music, you're probably looking for like kind of a cowboy.
Right.
If you like rock music, you're probably looking for like a metal head.
God, we were so lied to.
What kind of music were you into?
I was just thinking when I said that, I was thinking about Reality Bites, that movie.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, see, this is the age gap coming. It's it was a movie it was like very much the Gen X movie of our time. And it was with Winona Ryder and oh my gosh, what's his name? Who's the guy?
Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke, thank you. Ethan Hawke was this rock star, and Ben Stiller was in it. And Ben Stiller was like the good, stable guy. And Winona looked gorgeous. They were like 25 or 26, and they're like, life is over. And I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't seen it, but it did give us this. We recently watched it, and that was another thing my husband and I would do is go to see like the movies at the Hollywood Cemetery. When we were in LA, and they had Reality Bites as one, and I hadn't seen it in a long time, and you could hear everybody in the audience like groaning when they're like, "We're 25, life is over, like all of our dreams, it's too late." You're like, "You're so young still," but he was like this very emotionally unavailable, messed up rock star. And in the end, he kind of comes around and it's like, they never come back. Like, they're not. Why did they tell us this? These guys never come back. And I just dated all of those, that was my thing. I loved emotionally and actually unavailable men.
Actually unavailable?
Yeah, it was not great. And my therapist was like, "Well, it's because you're actually unavailable. Like I'm the one who." She really had me look at it. It's not just that you have are this girl with daddy issues who doesn't have self-esteem, which was true, but also I was so busy and focused on trying to do my own thing that there was a part of me that was not available in the way you need to be in a like healthy, committed relationship.
Yeah. That's usually step one of therapy is that all therapists do. It's like their move where they're like, tell me what's going on. And then you're like, all of these people are fucked up. And then they're like, and then they just all of a sudden just turn the finger right back at you. And I'm like, I quit.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with this anymore. Thank you. I understand what's wrong. I'm not
Yeah.
open to fixing myself.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'm the problem?
Cool.
That was what happened getting sober, too. I thought it was drugs and alcohol. And then I took that away and I was like, oh, I'm fucking crazy. Like, this is so unfair. I thought it was the drugs and alcohol, but it's actually me. That was disappointing. So, yeah, I was like a commitment phobe. you know?
I always dated the fun guy.
Yeah, I dated a lot of fun guys.
If you were fun, like the more fun you are, the more I was like into you.
I dated a lot of like alpha male assholes.
Yeah.
Kind of that type.
Yeah.
And I dated, yeah, like Australians, rock stars, anyone who is kind of like unavailable and dysfunctional.
Yeah. The older I get, though, the more the fun turns into doing absolutely nothing. Like on Saturday and Sunday, I'm just off limits because I sit down on my couch and I don't move.
Yeah. Well, you're also pregnant. So enjoy that until you have a child and you
all
have
gonna
no
change.
choice.
Yeah.
And then it will be nice for a while and then they get mobile and you're like, I never will sit still again.
I am ready for that, though.
It's
I
fun.
mean, my boyfriend was asking me what I was looking forward to the most about having a kid just yesterday. And I was like, the fact that I'm going to have a little tiny miniature version of you that doesn't talk shit to me.
Yet.
That's what he said.
Yes.
He's like, just wait until he like learns to talk and I can teach him how to trip his mom.
Yeah.
And I'm like, great.
My husband sent me a meme just the other day. It was like the great thing about the thing about being a girl dad is you have a tiny version of your wife who's like who's also like bossing you around and talking shit to you all before 8 a.m. or something like that.
Yeah. And then you come into play and then there's two of you.
Yeah, she's feisty. Just yesterday, they had this I like to listen to. He's like kind of the primary care provider at the moment. We switch back and forth, but it's fun for me to listen to him dealing with her because she's very verbal for 2 and 9 months. She grew up in my belly, like listening to me podcast, and I don't know. She's very articulate. It's like unsettling. She shouldn't be this. So he said last night, this stubborn defiance is going to suit you later on in life, but today is not that day. And she said, today is that day. I was like, what the fuck? Like, you understood that and understood how I was dying laughing. I'm like, good luck, honey. Good luck with that one. He's like, damn it, this child.
That's amazing. What is are you guys into astrology?
I am, but he's not.
You were going to be a yoga teacher.
I am, but he's not. He laughs at me. My husband is extremely skeptical of all things.
Well, he's a therapist.
Yeah, he's very he's just a skeptic too, and he's like brilliant. So he doesn't have to rely on these dumb things that I have to rely on to make sense of the world.
Yeah, it's crazy that he was also in drugs and then like came off of it and then like became a doctor.
Yeah, well,
Ish.
Yeah.
Tells
Doctor-ish.
people how to fix their relationships.
I mean, doctors might have some issue with that.
You know, if you're going to be a drug addict and a doctor, at least you can prescribe yourself some medicines. I mean, I know that's illegal. I'm just saying. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Be like, Adderall seems like an adequate answer.
Yeah. I don't know. He's funny. Yeah.
I'm going to ask you some of these questions. I have appetizer questions. I have main course questions. I've already asked you my dessert question. I wanted to know how he proposed, but I jumped the gun because
That's fine. It made sense in the conversation.
I wanted to know. I was like, I don't want to wait 8 more minutes. My impatience just gets stronger and stronger. Okay, let's see. Try not to lose my breath over here. I have 0 lung capacity.
Oh, it's the worst. Have you ever seen those videos of how the organs all get pushed up?
Yeah.
I I was like, honey, do you want to see? He's like, do not show me that. I was like, he's like, I don't want to see any of this shit.
Also, my boobs just get pushed up. They're just, it's not cute.
Yeah.
There's like no cuteness in them anymore.
Well, there's a phase in pregnancy where you're cute pregnant, and then you just get to
then you get to this part where you get this like underbelly thing going on.
Isn't the weirdest part of pregnancy when you suddenly can't see your vagina one day?
Yeah.
That fucked me up so much. I remember the day so well. I like looked down in the shower and I was like,
You can't see it. I have a hand mirror. And so anytime I shave, I still come out and it just looks like a Chinese crusted. It's just some, like 4 pieces of like straggly hair just like somewhere on there. And I try so hard to fit. I'm sorry for the visual, but it's so bad. It's the worst. Yeah, I can't bend over and like shave my legs.
No.
And so I have like stray hair. Dude, it's
gnarly. Yep.
It's
Pregnancy
really, really
is-
gnarly.
It's another thing completely.
Yeah, I used to be a whole different person.
And you're never going to be the same.
Thank you.
No, I mean,
I was tan.
I know.
I had a waistline.
Oh, girl.
It was there.
Hey, at least you're not going right from pregnancy to menopause. The other day I was driving down to do a set, being like, what am I doing with my life? I'm too old to be doing this. And then I see the like Austin Marathon banner.
Fuck that.
And for the first time in my whole life, I was like, I should do a marathon. And I was like, oh my God, I just hit menopause. Like in this moment, I think when my doctor's like, when did you first feel like you had a hot flash? And I'll be like, no, I thought about doing a marathon for real. Like, I feel like that's the only time I see women who are like, let's do marathons. You're like, oh, you're perimenopausal. You. Fuck. Even when I got sober, I didn't consider it, which is often a thing that people do when they get sober, is like marathons.
Yeah, they like go to the other extreme. They go from like being complete degenerates to like wanting to believe in God and run 5 miles or 15 miles. Marathons are usually like insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't. Thinking about even just running right now makes me want to vomit. I'm just like, ugh. Yeah, but shaving and showering is.
Long story short, just be glad you're not going from
pregnancy
like I was
to
a real true geriatric. You're like a geriatric light.
I mean, I'm on the close end.
No.
I'm 37.
Girl, 43 when I had my child.
That's pretty good. That gives me hope.
But even my doctor was like, oh, I have 45 and 46-year-olds. And people ask me in seriousness if I'm going to have more. And I'm 46 years old now.
Are you going to have more?
No. If it had happened naturally, maybe by now, but no.
Yeah.
I mean, that's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
There's a lady that goes to my gym that's in her like mid 40s and she just did IVF.
This shit's crazy, man.
I was like,
it's
dang.
So having kids is a young person's game. It's like,
yeah,
it is exhausting. My husband and I look at each other. We're like, wow. And I will say, you don't get the benefit of having your parents to be young and spry,
yeah,
to help you out with the kids. Like people will be like, oh, his parents moved there. My husband's parents moved here, and they're like, are they helping? I'm like, they're also very elderly. Like we're old.
I'm glad that I'm hitting the time where fentanyl is leaving cocaine.
Hopefully it'll be out
Could you
by the
imagine?
time our kids are partying together.
Yeah, it'd be the worst, dude. Yeah. I try not to think too much into how I'm gonna deal with the energy level because my energy levels are very low.
Right now they are. They come back.
That's good to know.
Mine came back.
It's actually
I was like,
very positive reinforcement.
I'm never gonna have energy again. But you are building a literal human. And
I guess that's why I feel like I'm just sucked dry.
And
all
breastfeeding
the time.
is exhausting if you do that. She stopped breastfeeding at 2.5. My child.
Why do I come here?
Because I will be here for you. I've got you. No, but it's all good. Like here's the thing. When there's nothing like it, you can't know what you don't know. Like if you had asked me if I had wanted kids, I would have said probably not. And now I wish I had had them younger so I could have 5. Like it is something, your heart bursts open in a way that you can only experience. You can't understand it until you experience it.
I do wish that I would have started a little younger though.
But I didn't want just kids. I wanted like a family, a husband. I wanted
True.
the whole.
Yeah, same.
So it is like we are where we are for a reason. You
Yeah.
know? It is what it is. But I would strongly encourage people who there's just a whole like antinatalist vibe in the world where it's like I don't want kids. Like that I'm like, you guys don't know. It's a lot of work. Yes. It's exhausting. Yes. It is so worth every part of it.
Yeah. Well, luckily Nyana wants to be a babysitter, so I've
Lucky.
never heard anyone back there be so quiet.
It was dead silent.
That was the quietest. I could feel
I
Nyana
thought
just
they
go,
left.
No, she's back there. She just didn't want
I got you.
One of our friends has 2 little girls. They're like 10 and 12, and all they want to do is babysit.
Oh.
And I think that's really cute. It's
That
never
is.
going to happen. But,
Why not?
well, it might. But
Did you have babysitters?
would I?
Did you when you were growing up?
Oh, no, that costs money.
Oh, okay.
I did not grow up with like any money in my parents' wallets whatsoever.
Got it.
No, I went to daycare. I went to this place called oh my gosh, why am I blanking on the name? It was like hell. It was like hell in a handbasket
Oh, wow.
to me. It was the worst. It was this daycare place. And God, as soon as we finish this podcast, it's going to hit me. I want to shout them out because it was seriously traumatizing.
Are you from here?
I'm from Texas. I grew up in Mesquite.
Okay.
But I went to this little daycare, and they were like so negligent there. They would just like let you do anything.
Yeah.
They fucked me up with colors. So I thought every single color was called yellow.
Oh, gosh.
So whenever
Why did they do that?
I don't know. I went to draw something, and I guess a teacher had asked me what color I want. And so they had like a thing of colors, and I picked yellow. And so whenever I pointed at the color, they're like, that's yellow. And I was like, yellow. So then I colored a picture in yellow, and that was the only fucking word I learned at the daycare. So then every day I'd go back, and they'd be like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, yellow. Because I thought that was the color, the word for colors.
Right.
And so every single picture from me as a child is yellow. And my mom was like, that must be her favorite color.
Oh, no.
She loves the color yellow. So then for Christmas, what did I get? Everything was yellow.
Oh, God.
So my whole life growing up is yellow. And believe it or not, my favorite color today is yellow. But that was like one thing that this place, and then another thing that they did.
So they
is
weren't wrong.
No, I mean they like made me like yellow. I was like brainwashed as a child, and then some other little bitch kid would bite me, and so I would go home with this bruise on my arm and like different bruises on my arm. My mom's like, "What's happening?" And I'm like, "This girl's biting me," and she's like, "What do you do when that girl bites you?" And I'm like, I don't know. I just let her take a chunk out of me. And she's like, you bite back.
Oh, geez. Your mom said that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Go, mom. Mm-hmm. So then the next time this little bitch bit me, I grabbed her face and I bit her on the cheek, and I drew blood like a vampire. Very proud of myself for that one. That's a strong first move.
That is.
I get sent to the principal's office. They call my mom. She has to leave work. She comes in. She's like, what's up? They're like, your daughter just bit this little girl on the face. And she's like, did she bite her first? And I was like, yes. And my mom gave me a high five and was like, good job. And then I got kicked out of this daycare.
Oh, no.
And I had to go to like another daycare. But that was like, anyway, that's my babysitting story. That's like, this is how babysitting went for me.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, no babysitters.
No babysitters.
You're a feral child.
I didn't even get breastfed. I learned this today. I asked my mom how long she breastfed. 6 weeks.
That's pretty normal if you have to go back to work.
That's, yeah. I was like, you didn't pump or like give me
Pumping
any
is
like.
a pain in the. I breastfed until she was 2.5.
Whoa.
Like, I didn't think I'd ever be one of those people, but I thought that it was, all I ever heard about was how hard it was. So I was surprised that she took right to it. It was very easy. The nurses were like, your nipples. They were just so like impressed.
You're like a master producer though.
And then she just loved it. And it was like train spotting when I had to wean her. I just was like, I don't want her to be like, please.
It's
like,
crazy.
She would literally walk up to me and be like, how are those boobies doing? I'm like, okay, we need to wean you. How are those boobies doing?
How did you produce milk for so long?
I don't know. I drank a lot of oat milk. I don't know if that works. They said that it does.
Oat milk.
But yeah, I don't know. I just kept on producing it. I thought I would dry out. I'm old. I thought I would dry out. I thought she would get over it. You know, you hear a lot of stories about just never working, not being able to latch. Like a lot of family members had issues. And we just kept on.
You're the
going.
money maker.
Kept on going.
That's wild. I'll do it for 6 months,
Okay.
and then I'm cooked.
You're cooked.
And then I'm like, and then I want to get back on my normal everyday life shit.
Yeah.
I heard I can't get Botox until I'm done breastfeeding.
Now, here's the thing. I did not do it. But when I went, they were all like, oh, no, it's fine. I was like, what? They're like, I don't think it is, by the way.
It's not okay.
But they're like, no, it doesn't. They're like, all my friends got Botox while they were breastfeeding. I'm like, what?
There's like a lot of stuff that you can't do. It's like,
You can't even take a fucking aspirin. You guys are
Yeah.
getting Botox. They're like, no, it's not big enough to pass through the barrier to like.
it literally goes into your bloodstream. I have
I'm like, these people are fucking crazy. If you're wondering where
Dude.
autism came from, it's from women taking Botox while they're breastfeeding.
That's wild. They even say like if you drink alcohol, you have to like pump and dump. And there's a girl that I know that's a pediatric nurse, and she was breastfeeding over Christmas. She was like hanging out with us and drinking a glass of wine at the same time. And I'm like,
what?
I don't think that.
Well, yeah, I don't know that it would be that direct.
But did she actually time this perfectly?
Probably. Women get good at this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, she might be an alcoholic.
She also might be like a genius. I'm like, wow, I never thought about it that way. Because if you're breastfeeding and drinking, by the time it hits
like
your
2
bloodstream,
hours or something like that.
then you're done.
Yeah.
I was like,
yeah. It's
like,
a lot.
wow.
Yep.
That's wild.
Yeah, so there's a lot of video where I'm like, whew, those were the breastfeeding days. It's tough, but it's worth it. You'll do anything for your kid.
I know. 2.5 years though. That's a really long time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
tell me about it.
Yeah.
And these
How those boobies doing?
How are those? No, she called them boobas. How are those boobas doing?
Oh my god. I don't know how I do with a little boy asking me that and then like letting him suck on my tits.
Yeah, no,
I'd be
it
like,
gets weird. Once they start talking, I'm like, this is weird. This is just too weird. But I guess it's good for them. So
yeah, it is good for them.
Yeah.
Because I asked my mom what she did after 6 weeks, and she's like, I don't really remember, but I think I just gave you that or baby food. Like before I was, I know.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to have food at 6 weeks.
Not 6 weeks
old.
No, she probably did formula and just doesn't remember. You don't remember anything. You don't. You just don't. It's so you'll have other kids. Because if you remembered everything, you'd be like, no way. It's like weird. You'll look at it when you're in it. You're like, oh, this 7-month moment is, and then you see other people with their kids, and you're like, how old are they? When do they get their teeth again? When do they start eating? Like
that's
you
crazy.
Won't
you
remember it, even though you went through it. It's wild.
Well, because you're sleep deprived, right? So it kind of just goes by you like a blur a little bit.
Yeah, and you're just in it. They change so fast in that first year. It's crazy. Just as they're like coming online, you're like, this is like watching AI become sentient. It's wild.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts, dude. My mom gave me all kinds of little horror stories. She's like, one time you also fell off the changing table. And I'm like, How did I survive?
How did I don't know. I mean, we have so much more. My sister actually, and I'm the oldest of 5, and my sister, we're 7 years apart, me and the youngest, so we're all very close, and also just close in real life. And my sister in the group family chat was like, "Does anyone want this?" And it was this bassinet we all had, and all my other sister was like, "That would be considered like a death trap now." Like we all had this, but she's like, "This would be considered." It has like we all had like bumpers and pillows, and now it's just like child swaddled in the middle of a crib. Nothing.
Yeah.
We were all on our bellies. Like
Yeah. I don't know how I survived it. I really don't. I mean, if my mom would have had the resources that we have today, I would have turned out so much better.
Maybe.
I had to have. There has to be something better that would have turned. My dad didn't even take a day off of work.
There's been a lot of studies that, well, because if you were poor, then probably there's a lot of studies that like the outcomes for kids are often not the same, but similar for very wealthy and very poor, because the very wealthy outsource a lot of the child care and the very poor kind of have to. And so it's like middle class kids who have their parents that tend to like do
Fall
the
off.
best. No, they tend to do. No, it's like the rich ones who are raised by nannies and like all other people that are often not. They kind of go off the rails sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I have the means to outsource, but I don't think I want to.
No, I mean
So even if I could,
people told us to do all kinds of crazy stuff, like get a night nurse and like
yeah.
And I was like, I understand why and how you would, if you have the means and why you would do it. But my sisters, who are very middle class, were like, don't do that. They're like, those moments that you have at 3 a.m. with the baby when you're exhausted, and it's just like you and that child are priceless, and you will remember those. And I do. Those are I'm so glad I took their advice.
Yeah. Where can people find you?
They can go to, where can they find me?
Hard
Fetacy.com.
switch.
I was like, is it over? Or date's over? They can go to Fetacy.com. They can go to YouTube, Bridget Fetacy. That's where I am.
Are you on Instagram or any socials?
Same thing, Bridget Fetacy.
Just
I live
everywhere.
on X, but I'm on Instagram as well.
Okay. Buy her merch too. You got to put these shirts and these greeting
'em back.
cards. Yeah, put them on the website.
I will.
I'm curious to see if you sell any.
I will.
Why not?
I'm so excited for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll have you back after this baby comes out. My audience will be so excited.
I do want you to get my number and call me anytime at any
Totally.
point.
This has been like mom chats. And I'm pretty sure my audience is 99% male. So they're probably all just like, God, fucking give birth and shut the fuck up.
No. Might be time to pivot to getting the ladies.
Yeah, could be a good time. We'll see. We'll take a vote. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode. I'm due any day now. So we'll see you next time.
I love that you think it's going to get better when you have a baby.
Oh, no. I'm having hot flashes.
Like, just turn it into mom chat and pivot. We're pivoting. We're pivoting.
We're pivoting. Mm-hmm. See you guys later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
First date, baby.
Are you really drinking a glass of milk with dinner?
First date, I can't wait.
You told your mom about me?
Just say you're ready.
Delete my number.